I like this logo. Robin Hood, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, no worries.
Perfect. Amazing.
Why not? Why not?
So what's the thought process behind the name of this? Because I tried to convince you to change it, didn't I?
We like just like it just it's a place, it's a fictional, it's not the real Banglatown, it's a fictional Banglatown, but we wanted to it sells it. It's basically it's the British Bengali community. It's about a group that's changing. That's Banglatown.
Yeah.
And it's got loads of Bengalis in it. Although it's a diverse cast and crew.
Yeah.
I think it's a good one-worder that describes it. Yeah, I think it's like it sends the idea of the film in one title.
Yeah.
It's like, it's a group of British Bengalis in a part of London that is famous for being British Bengali and the stories, but it's a fictional. It's not the real. It's not a documentary about it.
All the characters.
Yeah.
All British people and Bengali British people.
Yeah.
Like Dish has got a line in the film that we all know who makes the Indian curries.
That's right.
So, and I think it's got an identity with it as well. And, that's probably why.
And also another thing is Banglatown name is sketchy name, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I used the Banglatown.
Yeah, there's a very famous Hollywood film called Chinatown.
Yeah.
And it's got nothing to do with the Chinese community.
Yeah.
It's about, a detective, and it's set in like Chinatown's background. This one is the opposite. It's actually about the community.
And we filmed around that area as well, didn't we? Most of the film was done around that area.
Yeah.
And lots of issues, I think, is have Bengali people with English people.
Yeah, and just like society, progress in society.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Restaurant is a big things for Bengali.
Yes. Yes.
Right.
Why the human comedy?
That's what I do. I just look at things with a bit of a funny. I can't do serious.
Comes comedy.
Yeah,
it's some characters. It's the real things. It's like incidents, problems.
Yeah,
but
real.
This
social,
is the funny things.
Real social.
Exactly.
Issues, and someone said it was comedy with a cause.
Yeah.
So it's basically dealing with
I think that
serious,
justifies the movie, doesn't it?
Yeah, serious issues, but in a comedy way, so you can get the message across. Yeah. Well, yes and no. I like doing my own thing, so I like to think it's my own style. There's definitely people will look at it and say, "Oh, you did a bit of this."
No,
and
this
bit
is
of that."
definitely Dish's style.
I
don't think he's got his own style.
It's a good thing and a bad thing. Yeah. It's definitely. I don't like to copy.
Yeah. Every single character, people are gonna remember.
Yeah.
Like even the guy who shuts the door and gives the cane. You won't forget him.
But like,
have a little
part of me was like, I was wondering, like, did you do that on purpose? Like, it was almost like it was like on a meta level, where I was almost like, are they trying to be funny, or was that an actual mistake? And I was like, if they've intentionally done that, that's hilarious.
No, the guy actually just.
I was cruising, I found it hilarious. Yeah, it was.
We're both the stars of Banglatown.
Fantastic.
We're missing the little man.
Yeah.
Little Aiden plays Safi. But the three of us, when you guys watch the film, you will see that we're carrying the film.
We are the heart.
Yeah, we're carrying the film.
Good. Very quick question. How was it working with Ifte on the screen?
It was lovely working working with Ifte. She's like very professional, like, you know, and it was yeah, she's really professional, you know, and it was really nice that, you know, he'd make sure that we had a chance to kind of just run the lines together, you know, before the scene and kind of get like the flavour, just so we had something solid to kind of offer to Dish for then him to kind of direct and put his spin on. So yeah, it's easy.
Yeah,
Easy.
And it was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like working together, I think we were just so like, you know, in terms of the characters, we both had like similar characters. We were struggling actors in the film.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of stuff that we were able to relate to personally.
Exactly.
But yeah, we just like done it, like the chemistry was brilliant, and there's a very nice friendship in there that people will see. Yeah.
Very quickly, two things that you think you've both learned from doing this film together.
What have you learned from me?
So for me, so work, although the film's called Banglatown, I think the interesting thing was the diverse cast and crew. Everyone sort of bringing their own skills and talent into it, and it was nice to take sort of their feedback and what you're doing, because obviously, you know, it's a team thing making movies, so it was nice to work with such a diverse cast and crew. Yeah. And I learned with Dish, you've got to be a lot patient. You've got to be very patient.
Like, I think,
and he loves to do retakes. So
which is fine, which is good. Because obviously you want to make sure he's got what he wants. Because obviously it's not his baby, so it's kind of like as long as I'm delivering what you want, then we're all good.
We had a very young person taking part. Aiden, he took part in the film as well. How is it like working with someone very young? I mean, is there some challenges with working with young people?
To be honest, there really wasn't a challenge. It was an absolute joy. I love working with young people, young actors, because they just bring like a really fresh energy on set. Do you know what I mean? And then, because as an actor, you obviously shouldn't take yourself too seriously. And then when you've got a kid that you can't help but tap into your own inner child and just like, you know what, like just really enjoy it. Like, so we've got obviously parts in the scene where we're actually genuinely messing about, and it works. Because he's really like, especially Aiden, like he's a really like open-hearted kid. So, or a young man now. Like, how old is he now? Like,
he started off when he was a kid, like he's 13. Right?
Yeah. Oh my god. Well, yeah, like he's literally like he's such an open-hearted like person. So he's easy to kind of get along with.
I think we saw him once here as another actor. So he gave us a lot of input himself, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean, he didn't try to direct me, but trying to direct you.
No, mostly trying to direct me, but I think we gave him that space to be able to be a kid, but at the same time, we feel that he's not less of, you know. So
yeah, 100%. He's important.
Yeah.
If you tell us a little bit more about the name of the film, Banglatown.
So I got to be honest, I was a bit sceptical of the name because this reminded me, it's not a documentary on Banglatown, it's actually a fictional thing. And I don't know what, I mean, you were from outside London, weren't you?
Yeah. So
Banglatown was like Brick Lane, Bangladesh should be.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I personally had never even heard of Banglatown or Brick Lane, because I am originally from Leeds. Even though my accent's going, because I've made my way down the country so far. And so when I heard about Banglatown, it's based on like Brick Lane. I've never even been to Brick Lane until we started filming, and I was like, oh right, okay. It's just an area where there's loads of Bangladeshi people. Like, cool. You know, like I guess Chinatown or Chapeltown if you're in Leeds.
So I think for you probably it was a bit more of a nice experience to see a different culture, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, it was really, really nice, and especially since obviously used to being in films that are dominated with one race, so we dominated by another. It was like cool. It was like okay, different world. Like,
for
really,
me,
really
it was
nice.
like going to the areas that I kind of went to when I was growing up. So I think one of the scenes we filmed on a council estate.
Yeah.
And then I said, I'm pretty sure one of my relatives used to be around here somewhere. And with Aiden as well, we filmed in a famous Brick Lane gut where a lot of people used to play football.
Famous.
Yeah, and all the graffiti in Brick Lane. It was a really nice place. Yeah, really nice. Good experience. I think you can see why a lot of like mainstream films film around that area as well.
Yeah, it's got a really like nice sort of like busy vibe. Like it's good times.
Good location.
Awesome, great, fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you.